All right, we seem to be on a roll here, so grab your popcorn because this video is going to be really good. I promise. I'm going to show you a couple of clips. One of them is going to be LeBron James. One of them is going to be Kobe Bryant, and another one is going to be Michael Jordan. And they're all going to be talking about one thing. What's the most important thing while playing in the NBA? And what is worth the most to each and every one of them, and how they think players should be judged on how great they were. I'm going to play you those clips now. I'm going to start with LeBron James, then we'll go to Kobe Bryant, and the last one is going to be Michael Jordan. And after, I'm going to tell you my opinion on this, and you might want to listen to it because it's going to be pretty interesting. Some important stuff to say. So watch these clips. I'm starting with LeBron James, and then we'll go on, like I said, to Kobe and Michael Jordan, and then I'll be right back with you guys.
Why is ring culture so much more prevalent in the NBA than in other sports?
It's funny. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why it's discussed so much in our sport and why it's the all be all of everything. Like, okay, you weren't a great player if you never won a championship. Yeah. It's like, or if you won one, then you can't be in the same conversation with this person. It's like,
but that's a great point, because what you're saying is like, no matter what you have, you need more. No matter what.
Right.
No matter what. Like, it never ends.
Yeah, right? It's I don't know, man. It's just like you sit here and you tell me, Allen Iverson and Charles Barkley and Steve Nash, are fucking wasn't unbelievable. Like, oh, they can't be talked about or discussed with these guys is because this guy won one ring or won two rings or one, like, it's just weird to me. It's like saying Peyton Manning can't be in the same room with Brady or Mahomes because he only has one ring. They don't never discuss that in their sport.
Right.
Or telling me that Dan Marino is not the greatest slinger of all time, or he can't be in the room with those guys because he didn't win a championship. They don't discuss those things, I don't know. I don't know. Did Barry Bonds win a World Series? I don't think so. I don't think so. Barry Bonds never won a World Series, and you can't sit here and tell me that he's not the greatest baseball player to ever touch a bat. I don't understand where it came from. I don't know where it started. I hope that we have to appreciate more of what guys have been able to accomplish, what guys have been able to do. A ring is a team accomplishment.
Right.
And if you happen to have a moment where you're able to share that with your team, that should be discussed. This team was the greatest team, okay? Or that team, you can have those conversations. But like trying to nitpick an individual because he was not able to win a team game or a team match or whatever the case may be, I don't know where it started. It's just it's a long conversation, especially when it comes to me individually. It's just so weird. It's so weird.
Now, just to grab it, I don't know if you guys heard, but this last couple of seconds, he literally said, especially when it comes to me individually, it's so weird. It's weird. Watch again.
I don't know where it started. It's just it's a long conversation, especially when it comes to me individually. It's just so weird. It's so weird. Me individually. It's just so weird. It's so weird.
You have a responsibility to the city of Los Angeles to bring championship banners back where they belong. That is your responsibility. You have to understand that nothing else matters. Second place does not matter. Second place means you're the first loser. You have that mentality here. That's what gets you there. This franchise does not hang division banners. It does not hang conference championships. We hang one banner and one banner only, and that's NBA titles.
So as you saw, Kobe said directly that the Los Angeles Lakers, the standard for the Los Angeles Lakers, when he was still there, when Magic was there, when Kobe was there, Kareem, all those guys in the past, the standard was the only banner that goes up is an NBA title. End of the season, playoffs, NBA championship. That's the only banner that goes up there. Now, as you know, just wanted to let you know and remind you, with LeBron James, that changed. The standard got lowered, and they hung a banner for an in-season tournament while LeBron was celebrating it with champagne and goggles.
What impact does your statistical place in the NBA have on you?
Well, that never drove me. You know what I mean? The stats only add up when you put forth the effort and you don't worry about it. You know, good things happen to those people that work hard. If I sit here and play for the stats, I would have never retired in '93. Or I still probably be chasing Wilt Chamberlain's all-time, you know, or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar all-time scoring lead. I mean, that doesn't drive me. I mean, sure, I mean, it defines to some extent for people who don't know me, or, you know, 20 years from now would never know who Michael Jordan really is. But based on the stats, he must have been pretty decent. You know, those are only ways that I look at stats. Other than that, you know, it's all about winning championships and winning. You know, stats that matters to me is the games that we win and the rings that you collect.
So you've heard all three men. And this is what I need to say. And you need to hear that for what it is. After Kobe Bryant left the NBA, after Michael Jordan left the NBA, unfortunately, but just from those three video clips, you can literally see that the standard of greatness has been lowered. It has been lowered because of one guy. The only guy that is responsible for lowering the standard of being great is LeBron James. And this is why. Getting a ton of stats while staying healthy. Not everybody gets to stay healthy for as long. Getting a ton of stats and being a leader of totals in stats does not it's easier to do that because you're mostly in control. If you stay healthy, you're scoring points. You're the only one that's controlling that. You want to score more, you score. If you're able to, of course. You want to pass more, you can control your stats. Oh, I need to get 10 today. I need to get 10 today. I need to get 10 tomorrow. Whatever. So that's the stat padding aspect of it. Then if you measure yourself by rings and championships of your team, that's a much harder and much higher standard because you're not even fully in control of it. You're responsible for your production on defense, on offense, and then you're responsible for the whole team. You take the responsibility on your shoulders for your team and that team's success. It directly shows a care for everybody and shouldering the responsibility of the whole team. Not just a guy like LeBron James, that the only thing that matters to him is him. That's why he minimizes stats. He minimizes titles and rings on any possible occasion he can, because he cannot reach the level of greatness by rings and championships, matching him up with Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan. He cannot do that anymore. He played more years than they did. He went to teams that were designed for him to win, and he still only won 4. And he has 4 rings, and some people don't count the Mickey Mouse title, whatever. He's got 4. No matter what, it's written in the books, he's got 4. But he cannot get 5 and tie Kobe, and he cannot get 6 and tie Jordan. And he can't even come close to Jordan, even if he would get 6. because he has so many damn losses. And like Kobe Bryant perfectly said it here. When you come in second, the only thing it means you are the first loser. And this guy, LeBron James, sees that as greatness. It's literally a participation trophy. I made it. I showed up. I was in the finals. I was participating in the NBA finals, man. Really? That's the standard that we've lowered the NBA greatness to because of this guy. And the young fans do not understand that. The mentality that the players before had because of this guy talking this bullshit. And young people listening to him and lowering their standards. That, we should be judged by stats. So heck, I'm just going to go out and get the most points out of everybody. That's the young guy's thinking because of what this guy says. That's how bad it is. That's the example that he's setting. It's not be as great as you can possibly be, but in a way that helps your team win. It's unquestionable comparing this mentality of these three players. I only see one out of those three that's a self-centered, narcissist, hypocrite, and egoistic maniac. I'm sorry. That's all I see. He only cares about himself. Even at the end of his comment, the one that I cut in and I repeated, he says, especially when you take into consideration me individually. Nobody gives a shit about you individually. You better understand that. People waiting for you to retire. So retire. And good riddance after that. We're going to get back to greatness after this guy's gone, hopefully. I'm liking for what I see for even Anthony Edwards. I mean, the guy's young. He's still, making moves where he shouldn't. He says stuff that he shouldn't on occasion. But at least he came out and said, listen, what we got to change in the NBA is the load management. Players should play when they're healthy, and they're not playing. I hate that, he said. And he's right. That's an old school mentality in a new school player. And LeBron James doesn't have that. He's literally asking for shorter seasons. Let me know what you think in the comments after seeing these three guys talk. And how they judge themselves and what their standards individually are. What they measure themselves by. Because they measure themselves by helping their team and winning a title. Even though it's a team accomplishment, which is harder than just getting stats. So they're measuring themselves by a higher standard than LeBron James, who would love to be measured only by his stats. So let me know in the comments what you think, and I'll see you in the next one as always. Let's keep this going because it's going great.